Hey there, planners. Today I am going to be opening up the Clever Fox 12-month medical planner for the first time and seeing what I think about it. This will be my first experience with any of the Clever Fox planners, so I'm excited to check out what this brand is all about and specifically this planner. So go grab your planners and let's get planning. So before we dive into this gorgeous planner, I do want to say welcome to everyone. If you are joining this channel for the first time, super excited that you're here. If you love planning supplies, planning tools, planners, getting things organized, nailing a to-do list while also being creative, then you have definitely found your tribe here at Planning Annie. We are a community of enthusiastic planners who love all things planning and all of the planning community, and we love to share ideas with each other. So if that sounds like you, I hope you will consider subscribing and becoming part of our little community. For those of you returning, I'm super glad to have you back, and I'm excited to share this with you. So occasionally, because I have this YouTube channel, brands will reach out to me and ask me if I would like to review their product. So Clever Fox reached out, and they are super awesome to work with. They wanted me to check out their products and pick out one from their website to share with you guys and let you know what my thoughts were. I was actually really surprised about how many products Clever Fox sells. I mean, they have a ton of planners. I mean, just a lot of planners. Really amazing products and beautiful, absolutely beautiful planners that cover a range of topics like wellness and financial and goal planning and weekly planning, monthly planning, just journaling, all kinds of things. So I was really, really impressed with everything that this brand has to offer. And I chose this 12-month medical planner. So I have had some recent medical events and needed to have a tool ready to go and kind of had to cobble one together. So I thought, this would be nice to have on the shelf, ready to pull off when I need it. I also am thinking about aging parents and taking care of loved ones, and I'm just kind of thinking about that as well. If you are a caregiver for a loved one, kind of wanted to look at this planner from that perspective as well. So I thought I would share this with you. I haven't opened it beyond this point, so I haven't actually cracked it open yet. I just, before I turned the video camera on, took the plastic off. So first of all, let me talk about this color. Oh, this color is so beautiful. I really love purple. Spring is like my purple season, and I was very drawn to the purple one, and it's absolutely beautiful. So this is a 12-month undated medical planner. It's got a hard cover. The size is a B5 size, so 7 by 10. Similar to an Erin Condren life planner size. You can find composition notebooks in this size, very common. So a little bit larger than an A5. An A5 is typically 8 by 5. This is 7 by 10. So a little bit larger. Which should mean plenty of room for notes. It comes in a lot of different colors, a ton of different colors. Yellows, aquamarines, black, green, gray, light blue. I mean, just a ton of colors. I was really drawn to the purple. And you can see the little fox emblem here on almost all of the Clever Fox products have this emblem on the front. All right, so what does this include? It has a way to track medications, log symptoms, track expenses, medical expenses, which, oh my goodness, that has got to be one of the most challenging things about having anything medically related is all the different copays and expenses and tests and all of that stuff. So expense tracker, a gratitude log, which I think is really cool, affirmations, improving health and enjoying life. So we'll take a look at how it does all of those things. All right, so let me open it up and get this cover off. Gosh, this purple is so beautiful. So the one thing I will say is it is really hard to find a cover for a B5 size. I have only found one place where I could find a cover for a B5 size notebook, and that is Cocoa Paper. I'll have that listed down below. I've actually never used any of their products. I've never purchased one, but it is really, really hard to find a B5 size cover. However, this is a hard, sort of cardboard, hard bound book. So I think you could probably get away with not having a cover. It does have an elastic band here so you can keep it closed, and I think you could get away with just that. Really nice that it comes with a pin loop. So, you know, it's a little big, so you'd have to have a bit of a larger purse or book bag that you're carrying around, or just be willing to carry this, you know, in hand. But I don't know that you would necessarily need a cover for it. Okay, so that's the outside. Let's get into the inside. All right, first page, big old white blank page. I can see this being some sort of inspirational mood board. You know, if this is focused on health and medical, you know, information, you could definitely have some sort of mood board here. So that's nice. Okay, this page has name, phone number, email, social, and your reward. Interesting. So giving yourself some motivation to accomplish whatever medical goals or health goals that you are using this planner to track. That's very interesting. All right, and then we get right into the planner. So this is a really great page. Let me zoom in so you guys can see what is actually here. So again, I'm thinking about this from the perspective of personal use, but also caretaking of a loved one. Okay, so health overview. You've got place for name, height, date of birth, weight, you know, all of that type of occupation, so security number, any additional information. And then you go into a medical history section, conditions like your own medical history or a loved one's medical history, and then family history. Oh my gosh. Knowing this is the older I get, the more I understand how important it is to know this information. And I'm thinking about if you were taking care of a loved one, having mother and father's, you know, history written down so that you could easily reference this, because even though this is what is somewhat frustrating about the medical community, even though like charting, you know, medical charting has come such a long way. I have an app on my phone. I can see all of my doctor's appointments and all of their notes and all of that stuff. I still have to answer these questions every time to different, you know, every time I see a different doctor, I'm answering these questions. So it would be, if you're taking care of someone else particularly, or as you just, you know, don't remember all the things, it would be really good to have this. Okay, childhood illnesses and diseases, adult illnesses and diseases, surgeries, and food and drug allergies. So this is really good general medical information on this page. Okay, on this page you have, the next page is immunization records. This is really great. So you've got actually recommendations, you know, all of this list plus a couple here, but then you've got blank spots to add them in. So for example, I don't see COVID-19 listed. You could, you know, as one of the, you know, vaccinations that this planner comes with, but you could easily list that here. And then you've got three to four different spots to list depending on what the vaccination is. You've got date, type, administered by, next dose, reaction, and notes. So really great tracker for immunization records. If you need to keep this yourself, or, you know, just have a quick reference of this, this is really handy. And then you've got a goal planning section, which I think this is really nice. So you've got a place for 5 goals. You've got, you know, the goal, why, and let's see, why I want it. So a why section for the goal. And then you've got a reward if achieved. So that's really nice. And then for each goal on this page, you have action steps. So you've got your goals here and then the corresponding box for action steps. And you've got place for 6 action steps for each goal. Very, very thoughtful way to put this together. I really like these 2 pages, and I think it's very unique to have health goals in a medical specific planner. So I really like this page. Okay, important dates. This is like a future log. If you're taking care of someone or you're taking care of yourself, or you're really wanting to get more detailed about your medical visits, what a great way to track upcoming appointments and doctor visits. You've got plenty of space to even do 2 columns if you wanted to. So plenty of space here to track medical appointments. All right, and then the next page we go into a monthly calendar. So this is a very blank monthly calendar. Let me zoom in. So at the top, you've got a Sunday start. Ugh, why? Why are we doing Sunday start? I know some people think of their calendars that way. It's just, I know this is a hot topic in the planning community, but for me, this is like a no-go. However, it is super simple to change because there's no dates. So whiting that out would be very, very easy to do. Very easy to change if you wanted to. You've got a notes section here, plenty of room to write, what month it is up here. And then you've really got a very blank slate here. So I absolutely love how big these boxes are. One of the problems I have with planners, undated planners, and really any planners, is sometimes there never seems to be enough space on the monthly calendar. Why are we bringing in the margin so far and, putting decor? Let me do that, in my own planner. I absolutely love, I want to measure. I want to measure how big this is. All right, so these boxes are actually, let's see, like 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Yeah. So almost 2-inch boxes. That's really awesome. Really awesome. Lots of space. You could do so much with this. And you do have these little faint, I don't know if you can see them. Let me bring it up and see if I can get it into focus. Tiny, tiny, faint little circles to be able to put your dates in. So absolutely love this. This is really awesome. Really awesome. All right, so that's your monthly calendar. And then you have a habit tracker. This is a great habit tracker. So you've got the habits listed down the side. I mean, that is a lot of habits to track. That is a ton of habits to track. I don't know. Well, how would you ever have that? I don't know. That's a lot of habits to track. Let me just count them. Okay, 39 habits that you can track of here. That just feels like a lot of habits. Who's doing 39 habits a month? If you're doing 39 habits that you're tracking a month, can you please let me know down in the comments below, because I want to congratulate you. That is a ton of habits. Okay, and then you have the days, the dates across the top, and you've got a place to write in the month. So I'm just going to tell you that feels like a lot of habits on this page. I think we could have probably cut this in half. I think 20 habits is a lot of habits. But, stopping at 20 would have left a little bit more blank space down here. And if I'm going to use this planner, I would actually chop it off here and make this into something, a sticky note dashboard, something like that. Something else down there. Okay, monthly review. This is to be used at the end of the month, and you've got just a couple of prompting questions here. What were my biggest wins this month on a scale of 1 to 10? How do I feel about myself in each area? And then you've got health-related items here. Let me zoom in so you can see. Sorry, I have to keep zooming in and zooming out, but this planner is so big. So, all right, you've got physical health, stress levels, confidence levels, body image, mental and emotional wellness, and happiness. So really awesome kind of wheel of life type format there, with the question about on a scale of 1 to 10 rating yourself, and then place to put notes. I really like this. I really like this as part, and the fact that it's all sort of health focused. Okay, the rest of this review is what positively affected my well-being, what made me feel happy this month, and how will I make next month even better. So really nice monthly review template here to use at the end of the month. All right, and then, oh, nice. Okay, so if you're focused on medications and health, you have a medication tracker and a supplement tracker here. So 2 full pages. This is a lot. This is a lot of room for a month. And I'm assuming, yeah, I'm assuming this is on a monthly basis. So this is a lot of information to keep up with, a lot of space to keep up with medication and supplements. So you've got date, name, condition, dosage, time, with food, and a checkbox so you could check off, is it supposed to be taken with food, and reactions and notes. So yeah, this is a lot. 2 full pages. I'm going to say 40, 45 on each page. So that's a ton of medications. Oh my gosh, there's more. Okay, there's 4. So that's like 200 medications. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of medications and supplement trackers. No way, there's more. How can there be more? Wow, there are. Okay, now I gotta count. I gotta count it each line because I need to know how many medications and supplement trackers that you can track here. So, okay. There are 39 lines per page, and there are 6 pages, meaning that you can track 234 medications and supplements that you take each month. That is a ton. Now, I guess maybe it wouldn't be like 234 different medications and supplements. Maybe because you have the date here, you're tracking, you know, by date, maybe. So every day you could do like, this is one, like 6 different medicines, and then you're tracking daily, maybe. But is the dosage different every day? You know, the name wouldn't be different every day. I don't know. This is really interesting tracker, and it's a lot of space. So I would love to hear from you guys. What are your thoughts about this tracker? Like 6 pages of medications and supplements. You know, I guess in some cases this would be needed. If you're really on a lot of medications, it would be needed. And it's important to, you know, track those reactions, and, you know, even medicines that say, you know, take with food. So, you know, take at the beginning of a meal, take at the end of the meal, you can have different reactions. So totally get that this is important information. It feels like a lot of space for this for just a month, but I would love to hear your thoughts on that too. Okay, and then we go into a symptom tracker. 1, 2, and we've got 4 of those pages. So that means 39 times 4, you'd have 156 lines for symptoms for the month. And you've just got date, symptom, condition, trigger, severity, time, and notes. Notes section seems a little small. That's a very small section for notes. But if you wanted to use like multiple lines, I think that would work. So yeah, this is a lot of tracking. Medical expenses. So 1, 2. See, I feel like they could have gone with more of these. Maybe one less medication log and 1 more medical expenses. And you know, you could easily, actually, now that I'm looking at it, you could easily change the title of these trackers and make them into something else that you wanted. But anyway, medical expenses, you've got date, description, provider, due, amount, date paid, and a check or confirmation number. So this is good. This is really good to have. All right, and then you go into the next month. And so that format is going to be the same all the way through, and there are 12 months. Yeah, there are 12 months in here. Now let me check in the back. So in the back, you do have this really nice folder. It's just a little fold-out paper folder. Good for like receipts or doctor's notes, release papers, all of that stuff. And then it looks like you have some lined note pages in the back. Yeah, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 note pages in the back, so that's nice. And then This says products, so you've got like, almost looks like a grocery list. So you've got meat, fish, and protein, amount, calories, fat, carbs, fiber, protein. Then the same thing for dairy and eggs, grains, miscellaneous, fruits and veggies, nuts, beans, and legumes. So maybe if you're focused like on a keto diet, or like high fat or low carb or low calorie, this would be a great way to kind of keep track of your favorite foods, or kind of your go-to foods for the grocery list, and if you're counting calories or counting protein or carbs, this would be a great way to keep up with that. It's really handy. Vision board. Interesting to me that the vision board is in the back, so that's interesting. Maybe you could track progress with this. So vision board, very blank, very nice, big space to work in. Okay, we've got gratitude list back here, and health empowering affirmations. One page of gratitude seems a little small, but maybe over the year you just come here and capture things that you're thankful for throughout the year, maybe one a month or a couple a month. So one page of gratitude and health empowering affirmations. This is nice to have this kind of a reference information in the back. Insurance providers, very nice to have this. This is a lot. This is a lot of space. So this would be assuming that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 different insurance providers. That seems like a lot, but good to have this information in the back. Oh, blood pressure tracker. That's really nice. So how many of these? All right, so you have 12 of these pages, which means you have 468 lines to track your blood pressure, and it's date, time, blood pressure, heart rate, time, blood pressure, heart rate, time. Oh, okay. So interesting. I guess if you're doing it multiple times a day. So let me zoom in so you can see this. I don't have blood pressure issues, so maybe someone who does need to track their blood pressure on a regular basis will understand why it's set up like this. I don't. But you've got the date, and then time, blood pressure, heart rate, time, blood pressure, heart rate, time, blood pressure, heart rate. So maybe you're tracking it multiple times throughout the day. Maybe that's what it's for. I apologize. I don't track my blood pressure, so I don't quite understand why it's set up that way. But you have a lot of space to do this. You have 468, so more than a year worth of, like if you did one line a day, you would have more than a year of space. Okay, lab test results, so date, test, result, and notes. That's nice to have. And you've got multiple pages of that. Oh, look at the 3 bookmarks. Those are really nice. So 3 different purple, coordinating with the book. So like putting this into the blood pressure tracker, putting one into the gratitude, putting one into the monthly calendar, really nice. And then you've got a medical contact list. This is very handy, especially when you're trying to remember who did you see, way back when. So specialty, full name, working hours, phone numbers, email, all that stuff. Nice to have. All right, and then that gets into the last month. So that is the planner. I really like it. I think it is definitely everything I would ever need to track, medical stuff. It's a great medical planner. I am going to put this on the shelf, and I can't wait to. I hate to even say that. I can't wait to have a reason to use it, but I actually, I don't really want a reason to use it, but I think it will come in handy if particularly I'm thinking about caregiving, when you're caregiving for someone. So I'm definitely glad that I got this, and it's making me want to check out some more Clever Fox products because, gosh, they have a lot of stuff available. So really thankful to Clever Fox for sending me this, and I'm now very interested in the brand. So I hope you enjoyed the review video and just taking a look at it. I'd love to hear from you. Do you have any experience with Clever Fox? Have you tried any of their other planners? I'd love to hear, kind of your feedback there. Exchange ideas in the comments, please. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to Planning Annie for more content like this, and as always, thanks for planning with me.